Good day, everybody. This is Michael Levitis from JurisQ Legal Network, and we're back with our participating attorney, Matthew Sullivan, a construction excellence attorney. Matthew, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me, Michael.
Thank you. Matthew, of course, you're a partner in the law office of Gregory, Spektor and Associates. You do personal injury and only personal injury. You see it day in, day out. You're in the court. You're fighting for the rights of your clients. And you told me off camera you had a very big and interesting success story that just happened to you and your client. And we talked in our prior video about how now, after a 2-year lull, the court is back in session. Now the cases are finally moving along. So I want to tie it all together. So please tell us what happened in such a nice big win for your client.
We have been waiting for years to get in front of a jury, to have the trial courts, those courtroom doors open for our clients. Recently, all through the month of October and November into the holidays, I was on back-to-back trials. One of those trials in particular I'd like to share with you. We had a case where we represented a woman who was a passenger on an MTA bus.
Right.
That bus sideswiped another vehicle. That was our contention. And the issue was, with respect to that sideswipe, which vehicle entered the lane first? Was it the SUV or was it the MTA bus? Obviously, if we could prove that the MTA bus entered the lane first, we would have the opportunity to go after the bigger insurance policy and really target ultimately the deeper pocket.
Right.
Well, as we proceeded to trial, the city defendants only offered us $100,000, and they said, if you ever want a penny more, good luck, go pound sand.
And that's what they always say, right? That's their typical line.
The defense thinks that they can tell you what their bottom line is and intimidate you into thinking your case isn't even worth that, and that they're doing you a favor. They're giving you a gift.
But you would not let them. You are not timid.
Of course not. At Gregory, Spektor and Associates, we see through these tricks. We see through these tactics, and we said, you're going to have to put up or shut up. So we picked a jury. We proceeded through trial, and they held firm. They said, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they eventually produced an accident reconstruction expert. And that accident constructionist, testified that he looked at the camera from every which way. He was able to tell the jury that that bus did not enter the other lane. Well, unfortunately for him, at Gregory, Spektor and Associates, and myself in particular, we're so familiar with these MTA cameras. We're so familiar with the fact that there are actually up to 8 or 9 different angles that these accidents are captured from. And it turned out he didn't look at all 8 or 9. He only focused on those angles most favorable to him. I was able to get up there on cross-examination. I was able to show the jury that he hadn't taken all the facts into consideration, that I would suggest, purposely ignored those angles which showed the white line disappear. They're arguing that, yes, in fact, the bus crossed the line and crossed over that white line. Well, after his testimony, the defense attorney for those city entities said, hold on, let me make a call. Michael, he came back with $250,000.
Amazing. And
we were able to have our client accept that, go home with a nice amount of money to compensate her for her pain and suffering.
You know what? Thank you so much for that story, because we are now bringing law to life. We see how diligent, painstaking, detail-oriented representation of a client can yield great results. And it takes an army of attorneys who are seasoned, like yourselves, to go through all the evidence and find where possibly the experts, and now the experts are the experts for the other side. So they're paying, right? They're getting paid by the other side. So they are not to be trusted. And it's your job to make sure to examine the evidence and find the holes, which you did, and you convince the other insurance company to pay the right amount of compensation. So first of all, congratulations to you and to your client that at least now they have some kind of compensation for their pain and suffering and everything else. So thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing the story with us. And we're going to bring you back with some more interesting FAQs, frequently asked questions on personal injury law and on construction accidents law, which is exactly what you practice. And of course, if anybody has questions on their particular situation, their particular injury, accident, call the number on the bottom of the screen. And we also have the website for the law firm of Gregory, Spektor and Associates, and they'll be able to give you free consultation about what you can possibly obtain from the other side, from the insurance company for your injuries. Thank you and have a good day. Take care.
Really appreciate your time, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you.